Welcome to another stream of Gaming Goblet. These scrims are being powered by LFGIndia, and we are going to see the attack and defend on the map of Split. Para, what is your review? How thrilling is this match gonna be?
I hope this map goes to be the most thrilling one of the entire Scrims, because we can see this map is more attack based, and what better to have a attack based Scrim, getting to see kills all over, getting to see all the rushes, all the plants, all the retakes.
That's such a great point put forward. I am seeing there is a Jet Trainer combo, which we need to be very careful of. Actually, not us, but Valiant Esports need to.
Yes.
Jet Trainer combo.
We can see on the attacker side we have Team Valiant, while on the defender side we have IND Devils.
Yes, and they have logged in all their agents. Like I see Valiant going with the lineup of Arrays, KJ, Sage, Omen, Jet, while our Devils are literally taking things into their hands, taking Arena, Jet, Omen, Sage. Sage is too tame. Or would it be a Battle Sage? What do you think?
Well, if it's a Battle Sage, it's a sight to watch. Because always Sage is considered as a sentinel, and watching her be in form, getting into the Battle Sage form, is just too amazing to watch.
Exactly. We have seen pro players taking Sage on Icebox and playing it like a menace. They create a menace. They wreak a havoc literally on the map. Battle Sage is a sight. Totally.
The positioning, the walls of Sage, if you get it right, you can get an ace. I have used Sage, I am a Sage main, and I know how thrilling getting those walls, those aggressive walls can be.
Oh my god, you would be able to tell us what are all the crazy moves Sage has under her innocence, wouldn't you?
I would love to show it or tell it more particularly right now. But it would be so amazing to see if, without me telling, if we can see it here, it's gonna be too amazing.
Exactly, and we have begun. We have started.
The attackers getting too aggressive. We are seeing them take the Haven.
They are on the B side, wrecking havoc literally. We see Raze getting one down, Jet getting another one. A nade kill for Raze. What do you have to say about that?
There's a proper trading going on here.
And here we see the Sage and Jet battle.
We saw Raze take a 3k down.
Exactly, that's exactly so amazing to see a battle race going on here. The Bayana coming out in her real form.
Yeah. It is always thrilling to see the double satches done by Raze, getting into the side, getting into any position she wants.
Exactly, but the boombot is too cute. But it is extremely explosive as well.
True,
what do you say?
Definitely. We can see the attackers gone to their buys.
Again.
Defenders going on a force by 2.
Yes, exactly. And no, not everybody has force. We see Reina still with the classic. And here we see...
We can see this, the defenders have still got their Hookah control, the Heaven control. We can see there's a beautiful Sage wall made to block anyone entering.
The Vents, but the Vents won't be able to stop the push of Valiant Esports. They are completely destroying the Devil's Dog.
We can see Valiant Headhunter taking another 3k. He's on a 6k streak with 0 deaths.
Exactly, he's literally hunting heads.
And it is such an amazing sight to watch.
Exactly. Come on, tell me more about that play that we are seeing right now.
We can see attackers again going for the A hit. But this time, the defenders are pretty ready because they're on their buys. And it is not
Oh my
gonna stop
god,
the attackers. They are still gonna get those first bloods.
exactly. We see the boom bots trolling the ramps and players wrecking havoc. We see the stage. Oh my god, we have a battle stage. Your wish just came
She
true.
is getting kills. She is on fire.
Only 2 attackers left. Is this going to the defense side? What do you say?
Oh, it
just
gone to the
went!
defenders. A 3k by Sage. I guess we're gonna see the battle Sage come out.
Exactly. And you must be giggling. You must be so ecstatic to know that.
I have always been fan of Sage. She is such an amazing character, and getting to see people take out Sage more often and playing it like a duelist is just thrilling. I have no words for that.
Exactly. Now we are seeing that the Valiant squad is going for their full buys, and we are seeing that full buys are coming out from the side of IND Devils as well, but there is no shield for Ane. That's pretty disheartening because being on the defense side, you got to get your armor up.
Thanks.
I guess they're gonna go for a tactical pause or something because I can see the timer has been stopped. I guess they're thinking of some strategies.
Oh yes, that is so going to destroy the momentum that Valiant had in hand.
True. It has to be thought through. Everything has to be thought through. I can see the timer has started right now. We can when we see the loadouts, both the teams are on their full buys.
Unlike
It's gonna be a hit again. I guess they have thought something again about the A side. Let's see how. Okay.
Oh no, we see a shift towards B.
Are they listening to what I'm saying? Have they changed it because of that?
Oh, are we really are going to just find out? They're coming from the 2's area, and we see a heavy push coming from the Omen. Okay, now they're retreating to the main.
They have given a hefty damage to this Sage. The attack Sage has given healing to Omen, and I guess we're gonna see an ultimate from KJ coming out, but she didn't use it right now.
We have no idea. Let's see what's on the cards for the Devils.
The defenders have all rotated to B, and there's a 5v2 right now.
Exactly, the defenders are upping their game.
The attackers have to back down. Stage has spotted the spike right now. She has dropped the spike in mid. We can see the attacker Sage coming through the garage.
No charges left.
Coming to the mid, but every defender is ready guarding the spike.
She is going to be in for a competition there, and there we see it. Another win for the defenders.
A perfect, flawless, smooth win.
Impressive.
Exactly. Not a flawless one, we would say, because our Sage, our dear Sage, clutched the round. Like, our defender Sage clutched the round for them, as we had to sacrifice one player from the side of defense.
But it was a very well attempt made for a flawless round.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Placing swarm grenade.
Beautiful push again towards A. What was working for them in the past is what they are looking forward to. No surprises this time.
The attackers have set a very different method right now. They are keeping KJ, who has the spike, for lurk. And they're gonna go for a fake A push. They're gonna make every defender rotate to A while KJ goes plants at B.
And I think that fake push is going to put them in a big disadvantage because you see, only the KJ is left.
But the attackers have successfully made them think the wrong way. They think that it was an A push, but KJ has smartly planted at B.
Exactly. She has planted the spike, and now every defender is running to the side.
KJ has no gun. Is she gonna? Will she be able to clutch?
She did. Left. She has a very small HP left, but
This goes to the defender's side. It was a very, very
Exactly.
smart move played by the attackers, but they should have thought a bit more accurately.
Exactly. Giving the spy carrier, leaving the spy carrier alone is not
That too with
something
no
that we would
gun.
be looking at.
Even though that was a nice try, they could not clutch it. Hard luck,
Exactly.
guys.
Exactly. We see the defenders have 4 ultimates ready while the attackers they are at the 3. What do you have to say about both the sages? Like our sage on the attack defense side.
Well, what I can see is the defender sage is getting a proper. She being a sage, she's getting proper kills that is required for being defender, and that is a very smart play.
Ara, do you see that gap? She made it.
Just
We
so she
thought
can
it was
heal.
a fluke, but she did it. She did it because she wanted it to happen that way. She wanted that
is
space for herself.
yeah. Whoa, that was a smart wall. I thought that was a gap.
Exactly.
She could not pull it out to get a proper wall, but that was just a smart play by the defender sage.
Okay. On the backstab. But that's not gonna work.
There was the proper 1v1 trade. That rush by Omen was not necessary, but he did a particular amount of damage. It's a Jet versus Sage moment. The
Who
Jet
is
has
going
no
to
idea where
clutch
Sage
this?
is. Sage is at a
Going to
very,
clutch
very
this.
delicate position.
And there she reveals herself. A clutch coming
Sage.
out from the attacker's side. What do you say
Best clutch
about this?
Sage is
Best
always
clutch here.
the clutch
Jet,
girl
I
has
think,
spoken.
was not very prepared for that aggressive push that the Sage did, because Sage being a little tame, as
It
Jets
was-
think.
The attacker stage knew the position of Jet, while the Jet of defender side had no idea.
Yeah, you might
That-
be right on that.
Because what I saw was Sage already knew where the Jet was, and she was hiding at the perfect spot, waiting for the Jet to peek. But Jet was constantly looking somewhere else, putting her crosshair to the right, to the left, just to know where the Sage is going to come from.
I think it is a tech or attack pause. We are so sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, until there is a tech pause, let's go on the scoreboard. Let's see how it's going. We can see the Sentinel from the defender side, the KJ, the Ane top fragging currently, and from the attacker side, we can see Valiant Headhunter with 7 kills and 4 deaths, top fragging at the moment. What do you have to say about the gameplay that the attackers and the defenders are showing? The rotation, the kills, the trays. What are your views on that?
My personal favorite right now is what the Sage is doing on both sides. She is dropping bombs after bombs, bombshell after bombshell, as Rez would say, and she is wrecking the havoc, literal havoc. I at times I feel like we underestimate the sentinels. What do you say?
True. Always there is a need for a duelist. Everyone is like, we need a duelist, we need a control, we need a smoker. But it's rare to hear people say like we need a sentinel to hold sides or to have that aggressive push. They think like sentinels are just for defending and all, but they don't know once put to the right use, even sentinels can have the clutch rounds that not even
Exactly.
duelists can pull out.
Yeah, your sentinel basically can work like a backstabber. They can be your entry fragger. They can be while they hold the site so perfectly, covering so many angles. They can literally weaken the push and stop at times the push of the attack.
Exactly. That is the beauty of having a sentinel in your team. You can stop any push, especially the mid ones that people are always afraid of and people usually want to take control of is the mid push. And that is always helpful to stop by a sentinel.
Exactly, that's so true. While we see the defender sitting with a good economy, we see that there is a deficit. Not a deficit, I would say, but there is somewhat, there is a decrease in the economy of Team Valiant, because we see them buying every round. They are the attackers. They should be flourishing in their economy, but right now we don't see that. It's an attack-based map. What is going wrong for them for the past 3 rounds? What do you
What
say?
what I find out why my point of view why the attackers are not having their eco more like the ones we expect is because the defenders are making the round being costed a lot to the attackers. They're getting kills, they're getting frags, they're denying any gun possible that can be left out for the
You should
attackers.
run.
They're damaging
And we
their eco.
see both the killjoys using
The
their ultimate.
the 1v1. Oh, we can see the defender Killjoy's ultimate being broken, giving the attackers more time to plant and making the attackers defenders fall back.
Getting in the post-plant positions, I don't think this would be well for them. I think the Sage wants to go for a revive. Oh my god, she drops
Those-
dead on the floor.
Did you see the Jet? The Jet dropped a 4K. Such an amazing aim, such an amazing crosshair placement. Nobi
Well,
Nobi has gotten amazing kills. Those 4Ks were just amazing. Those one taps were amazing.
I agree with you, and I expect no less than from a Jet, because a Jet is an entry fragger, somebody who can walk through the skirmishes, as the Valorant description about the agent says. He should be.
The zooming
And
past
we
enemies
see.
and shocking them where the hell has she gone? And where
Exactly.
did she come from?
Yeah. Like, I main my Jet, and we see the Reyna being put down by the Jet here. And we see the attackers taking the site for themselves. And we see a city push coming in, the Scrims push coming in from the stage. But now the defenders are at a deficit. What do you think? Can this
Those
be clutched?
entry frags taken by Jet are amazing. Being clutch, getting a clutch can be possible, but the turret spotted out Omen who was trying to backstab, and Nobi took out Warlock.
Nobi is doing an amazing job in this map. Aren't
That
you
awareness, those
completely?
kills. True, I agree with you totally. Nobi is taking out kills, getting those entry frags, even ending it.
Exactly. Like, such a Jet on my team, I would any day play like 6 straight games. And
We have
let's not forget about the Headhunter, who is the IGL for the other side, and we see him hunting heads all together.
Well,
Okay,
it is
again,
always thrill to watch those duelists take the stand, take those frags. It is always amazing.
but we see that there is a problem again, a technical pause. We all know technology can be surprising at times.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a boon.
Exactly, but at times we cannot help it, and we have to
Yeah.
resume the game going forth. We see the Jet checking angles after angles. The heaven and the city have been smoked off. But she doesn't know of the Omen, we do, and she takes him down. We see the defenders creeping in, but the attackers are not having any of it. The Sage is battling out for her life, but she's taken down. Para, 3 versus 2. What is the situation?
Defenders are lacking
Last player
in the
standing.
firepower right now. And now it's a 3v1. We can see the Jet is AFK.
I guess it's because of the ping issues that we were
Talking about
afraid of.
every gamer's nightmare is the internet problem. The ping is always the problem.
But unfortunately, we cannot give them that much of time because our audience is very precious to us as well. We can't keep them waiting this long.
To we have to show them the show they have voted for, and we're gonna show it to them.
Exactly. We see the defenders are on a eco, a semi-buy,
A
as we would call it.
semi-buy,
But the
yes.
Omen was ready, but taken down altogether. Age pops out the healing.
The that
We
was a really
see
smart play by attackers Omen. Vortex, who just teleported to the defender spawn and just took out the AFK jet. Then he got the kill to Reyna, which was amazing, which was a direct headshot, and there's a 3k by Vortex again. The attackers are just annihilating the defenders, just pure annihilation.
Ara, they are showing their class. They're literally showing their class over here, why they are Valiant, why they call themselves Valiant. They are literally showing their class over here. Sheer magnificence.
True, the perfect Valiant gameplay.
Exactly. You're missing out the Jets play on the side of the defenders, but
Truly,
not
truly,
all
a
can
Jet
be
is
excused.
always so much thrill to watch. The Jet is so amazing on this map.
But the defenders are putting up a fight now. The Reyna has activated her ultimate, but she'll be taken down out of the server. Attacker Killjoy. Lockdown is been initiated and
Down A.
no players are detained.
Player standing.
The attackers are just blindly rushing and getting those frags. So amazing, so perfect. Vortex is getting 3Ks continuously, and that
Last
is
round
so
before the
amazing.
switch.
Bro, Omen, he's doing such a great job. I assume what he plays in his free time. What would you bet on?
Oh, the gameplay by Omen is so beautiful. It's just amazing to see him just watching his gameplay is beautiful.
Exactly. He's just putting the smoke spot on. He's using all his gun power, point on. I have no complaints from this Omen. And the Jet,
True,
we can
so
see her rushing again. And the defender Killjoy ultimate again will go to waste.
Nobi is being just a thrill to watch. He's just rushing into size, getting
But
those
this
kills.
time it is not allowed. They will
Enemy remaining.
The defenders are
not
taking the
let
position of
their gut
attackers.
be shattered like that.
Even in a
Switching
4v5 match, the defenders pulled out that win.
Exactly. I mean, they are showing their class altogether.
True, that was a really smart play done by the defenders. They knew that they don't have the firepower, the manpower right now to defend the sites, so they just took the idea of attacking. They just shocked the attackers what they're doing.
Exactly. But did you see the Reyna did not allow the Jet to die with a knife? She took revenge. As Reyna says, I will kill and defend my city.
That is so perfectly said by Reyna, and she did what she says.
Exactly. But we see a fluke over there. The Jet was pushed up, boosted by the wall, and the Sage is trying to be boosted by the wall. Will they be protected? Jet is looking to pop the head of the Killjoy, but she would not be able to do it.
They're trying to take the mid control right now, and every stage is trying to backstab because the attackers are making them. Oh, that is whoa! Those were some amazing kills taken by the defenders.
Exactly. A perfect use of the sprays grenade over there. And now we see the Sage
Opponent's killed.
in the spawn.
Stand down.
We see the defenders 2v2 with the Sage, and it's now 1v2 for the attackers.
The defenders are very well taken by Nobi. The defenders are playing it so well.
Exactly. They are not giving a chance to the attackers to bridge the gap that they had built while they were attacking.
That is really, really amazing. They're taking advantage of every small opportunity they're getting. Every small opportunity. They're not letting any opportunity go, which is a really good thing because even a small mistake by even attackers or defenders can cost them the round.
Exactly. And now we see that there is a buy of a Marshall by the Jet side. Like an operator is amazing on a Jet. But what do you
That,
say about the
that
Marshall?
it's a mini operator, so it's as deadly as an op if used correctly. And a jet
Exactly.
on an operator or any kind of sniper is just such an amazing thing to watch.
So true, so true. Ara, but
Though
we see what it is costing the defenders now.
the defenders are just being annihilated,
Player standing.
just touch up. Whoa, that one tap by Valiant Headhunter
Praise,
was so amazing. But
he
this
was true
round
to
goes
his
to
name, I
attackers.
guess.
He did hunt for the head with the deagle. That sheriff is
Exactly.
amazing.
But I would like you to comment upon the fact where, the attackers had won the pistol round and they could have gotten the free round, but they could not. I mean, I'm so sorry. The defenders had won the round, but they could not get the free round. Do you think the Marshall buy was it too much from the Jet side?
It wouldn't have been if it was played well because Jet can always use that Marshall, get the skills and run out without without getting any kind of damage. But I guess there was some problem with that opping, the Marshall opping that Jet tried to do. It was a smart buy, but it didn't turn out that well. We can see Sage trying to protect her teammate there because the Jet is AFK from the attacker side.
Out of charges.
W- We can see Sage from attacker side lurking
Actually,
and going
I
to plant
think
at
she's
B.
lurking and planting at B, taking the defenders by surprise. Now we see the defenders coming towards B. I
Yes, this
think they realize.
that was just a fake done by the attackers. This was the same move done by the attackers last time, which are now the defenders.
Yes, the defender Killjoy when she moved alone with the spike towards B side. You are, I mean, this game is being taken to the next level, up close and personal. We see there is an Ares. Oh, sorry. There's an Odin being used by the Omen. And we see there is a diffuse coming in while the Omen is
Player
going
standing.
to
Ah,
interrupt, but not possible. Not
the
happening on the watch of Killjoy.
Eddie just used that Odin so well to get that kill. Omen tried really well. Warlock tried really well to defend the spike, but it did not happen. He was taken out by Eddie very well with that Odin.
Exactly. Vortex tried his level best, but sadly, there was nobody who could support him through it, and he had to die another death. The line of Omen.
Ah, we can see KJ setting up on A,
Body out.
on the A side very well. She is ready to block any entry. We can see the attackers focusing more on the mid side.
Yeah, they are going for the mid to B approach right now. That is what we can see. And we
Oh,
see there are trades going on. Where we see the Reyna also coming in with the Odin, the Sage coming in with the Vandal, and the attackers have got the revive.
Last player standing.
Eddie is
Spike
so
down
ruthless with
mid.
that Odin. So ruthless. He just took out 2 kills. He is just amazing using that Odin to his advantage. Unfortunately, the attacker's Jet is AFK and she's gonna be knifed again. Ah,
I I feel so sorry for her that she's AFK and being knifed out like that.
Yeah, it is actually that is actually really very sad for the defender side.
No, it's actually a little personal as well. Playing Jet and getting knifed.
Yeah,
It's a little like on the ego side that I would say.
you and Jet is so important on the attacker side, and being AFK for the attackers, and that too a Jet is really sad. It's really painful.
Exactly. It's painful and it takes away your one duelist who can get you the entry, dashing into the
Yeah,
side and taking away all the firepower that will come in her way, like zooming
and
through the side.
yeah, and the Jet ultimate, which is so important, so amazing, so so devastating actually.
But we see the repeated trades over here. The Jet takes down Sage, taking revenge, and we see Reyna trying to go towards A side. What are the attackers trying to do?
The, I can see attackers Killjoy, the Anne getting the Odin, but could not get the kill.
Do you see the Reyna lurking towards the A lobby area?
And the beautiful thing is the defenders have no idea who has the spike and where the spike is.
Yes, I think
Enemy
a
remaining.
plant will be initiated by Reyna.
30 seconds left.
We can see Reyna giving the open plant at A and getting the ultimate on. Is she gonna
Exactly.
clutch? What do you think? She has her Ares with her. What do you think, Oblivion? Is the Reyna gonna get her clutch?
If she minds the Jet, obviously, who is coming looking for her, if she checks her angles and she sees the screen's area, then maybe. But right now we see one of them
We
is
can-
going to stick to the
Reina's
defuse, I guess.
ultimate is gonna go. Oh, she could not use her ultimate.
Oh
She
my
got the
god,
kill.
they did not notice it. But oh
and-
my god.
The Zenta X got her clutch. That was a good clutch with the Ares.
Exactly, Reina sticking true to her nature, clutching the round for her team.
Even though she could not use her ultimate, but she still got the round.
She said, "No ultimate? Fine. I will trust my gun power and go in." She
And-
sacrificed herself.
And she actually used it very well and got the clutch. She got her team
Exactly.
the round.
But
We
the
can see-
defenders, can be seen the defenders are pushing. Oh no, Ray's retreated back to the side. We see Reyna slowly pushing in.
The Jet took an aggressive push at the mid, but then backed out.
I guess the information was relayed to her that the push is coming towards B.
Yeah, I guess it was a proper call out by the teammates saying it was a garage push.
We see Sage and Omen
Having
constantly.
yeah, they're sitting at each other's crossfire. They're gonna take a proper trade. Oh,
But this time, the attackers get the trade and they are moving from sewers towards A side, which KJ has abandoned recently. And we
We can
see Sage taking kills after kills. A battle Sage is here. No,
can see
KJ
Sage
did not
come
abandon the side. She turned out at the wrong time. Be aware. Sage is coming through vents.
Your duty is not over.
We see the defender Sage also reviving Raze, and now they are going to go towards A side.
You should run.
we can see the
And
defending
there
side.
we see the lockdowns.
The
What do you
lockdown
see,
was
Para?
destroyed, but is she gonna stick? Is defender ready gonna stick?
Yes, I think that
Yeah.
Mentions.
they are going to stick to it because the attacker Jet is not available to
Yeah,
save the day.
yeah. The Jet is costing the attackers a lot of rounds, which is really, really unfortunate.
Yeah, a Jet being AFK causes you the whole round. You can see there is an exchange of guns being done over there.
Skins are always being traded everywhere. Who doesn't like skins?
Sure thing, we all trade that. Now we see the Sage walling the mid area, going over the wall, seeing if any presence is there on mid. But there's none. They know it's an A push.
Omen again knowing that the Jet was AFK from the attacker's side, he just teleported there and got the kill. He was traded out by Reyna, that's a different thing. And Eddie with a beautiful, beautiful kill with that Odin, but was traded again by the Reyna.
See a steady push from the Killjoy, but Killjoy will be taken down by Jet. Jet knows. Jet doesn't know actually.
Nobi is so clean with his shots. Oh,
now she knows of the Reyna.
Yeah, and she has
Reyna.
so...
You can see Reyna popping off the ultimate.
She'll have
Can
to
she clutch it again?
She has to clutch it.
Can she clutch it again? That's the question. Her ultimate is again on, and Jet just... Now the ultimate is... Is she gonna get the ace? Yes, I think there is a chance. There is a chance for this ace. First ace of the day.
Is she gonna get it? Is she gonna... She's still watching that area. She has no idea.
She doesn't know. It has been walled off. Oh my god, what was that?
And
it's an ace! Can she defuse though? Oh, sorry, my bad.
That was an amazing ace by Zenta X. Such an amazing ace.
Can I get a drop?
She clutched around again, proving why she is made for Reyna. I am in awe of her.
Really,
Says, bow to me, I will bow to her for this performance.
True, that is so true.
Staying back, saving her teammates, and then also trying to clutch the rounds. That's perfect.
Reyna and Odin is just like Jet and Operator, just too overpowered.
Exactly, a perfect match made in heaven. But we pop into the round as we see the defender Omen being killed. And we see there is a mid push from the defenders. And we see the attackers are also on A side.
Ooh, the defenders taking out two of the attackers, Reyna and Sage.
Spike is here.
What we can say. Your wishes are coming true today.
Well, I told you Sage is always a good player when used perfectly.
One enemy remaining.
And that was how
This is gonna be a match point for the defenders because there is only it's a match point.
They won. Team Valiant taking this, bagging this win. A very well-deserved win.
Very.
A true battle Sage for you, right?
True, yes. Very perfect one.
Exactly. See, she stopped fragging even. But what do you have to say about her sheer magnificent performance? Her duty was never over. And
well, she's always the one who always tells her teammates that your duty is not over, but it was her who completed each and every duty.
Exactly. We see the scoreboard on our screens and we are seeing the Sage top fragging, taking the top MVP, the match MVP post over here. Amazing class play by the Sage.
True, very well played.
Do you think, Para, that it was the Jet being AFK that costed IND that whole match?
Well, that is definitely one factor because having even one important player being AFK can cost huge troubles.
I mean,
that to a jet, that to a duelist who is very, very much needed during attacks.
Yes, that's so true. Like, I could see it affecting the performance of the team altogether. They were able and they were trying to defend, taking. There was a point in time where, the attackers had taken 3 rounds, but the defenders bounced back. They had got 3 rounds in their back. And then the Jet went AFK and everything, all hell fell loose. So I think it was the Jet. If she would have played, we could have seen maybe a overtime or maybe a neck to neck competition.
Yeah, definitely we would have seen, because at the start when Jet wasn't AFK, she was getting those kills, she was getting those trades, she was contributing very well. But when she went AFK, everything fell apart, everything went out.
Yes, but it was a magnificent gameplay shown by Omen as well. If you see, and we cannot forget our clutcher, Zenta. But what do you have to say about her? She played perfectly for Reina. She defended her city. She clutched out rounds. She took those important frags. You could see Eris and Odin being interchanged again and again. What is your opinion about these spam guns?
Well,
Like,
it's always people, what I have observed is people try to people constantly putting that hate comments on Odin or Ares because it's people use it for spamming. The thing is, you use it, if you use it well, you use it, it's provided. If you use it well, you everybody has the right to use it, you can use it too. If you use it well,
exactly.
it's still a very powerful gun. It's not about
I
the
agree.
gun. So if you use any other gun very well, you can clutch the round. Even with a Spectre or a Deagle, you can get an ace. It's not the gun, it's the skill that matters.
I agree. That is why Valorant provided this gun in the first place. I feel like the Odin and Ares are a game changer when there are, 1v4s or 1v3s and all the players are, bottlenecked to one area and you have to fight them all at once. So, spamming away that gun can really get you the advantage that a Vandal or a Phantom cannot have.
Exactly.
That's what I assume, and I never see the hate, why the hate should be there, until and unless obviously the guns are being abused. We
True,
can see
but
them getting nerfed by Valorant.
yeah, that is definitely there. But it's basically the skill that matters more than the gun.
So true, so true. Like, skill was magnificent shown, the sportsmanship that was shown by the players of yore was amazing. Synergy, we could see the attack and defense, both teams were able to provide each other support. They were constantly communicating about things. We could see how the pushes were being countered by each other, and we also saw the Reina, not letting Omen take the skill of Jet again and again.
Yeah, the team was properly protecting their teammates no matter what.
That's so right, Para.
And with this beautiful end, I would like to thank our sponsors, LFG Gaming, and please do go follow LFG Gaming, www.lfggaming.com. Also, ये pause किया है.
okay, no problem. I mean, everybody has their opinion. I hope you guys want me to continue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously.
good teammate is always a dream.
Exactly, and the new app that is coming, that is going to be such a blast when it hits the markets. Do make sure that you hit the pre-registration button. They are available on the Google Play. You can find the link in description for that. What are your expectations from this game? Let's just go over that quickly. What are you going to see? What is your thought process about Heaven?
Well, it's Haven map has always been a very, very difficult map for me. Having three sides, not knowing where to go, where to attack, where to defend, having a lot of players having big rotations, huge rotations. So, what I think, if the players play it right, I am pretty sure we're gonna see a huge, huge gameplay with very, very much tactical, very much thoughtful, very much thought through processes. So if the players from defenders and attackers play it right during their halves, it's gonna be a very, very, very interesting match with a lot of things to see which we have not witnessed.
Yes, I personally believe that Heaven as a map, the sites are very close knit. The mid area contestation, the mid area contestation is too much. What do you think? Like that, we would love to see, don't you think? At mid area going up for contestation.
Yeah, especially the B side, which I have no idea why the B is the side, because people, it's very difficult. That is the only side which is very difficult to retake. You can plant very easily, but if it comes to a retake, it's very difficult to hold all those positions because you can be bombarded from each and every side. So you have to think that through. If you want to play that B side, and if you miss out, you're gonna be in a huge loss.
Yes, we see the contestation towards the B site is really heavy in those initial rounds, especially where there is an Omen flash, the Raze or the Jet just going in directly, and we see it so happening so fast, so quickly that the round finishes off and we are not able to even think or decipher what just happened. The boom bot, the nades being exchanged from each of the sides, and if a Killjoy holds the side, then it is a sight to behold.
Yes, because a KJ alone can hold garage and C side without letting anyone enter and giving their teammates a lot of time to rotate and cover KJ for the side not to be taken by the opponents.
Yeah, an alarm bot is really cute, but the damage that it can get onto you, hang on,
Exactly.
like you get
The
vulnerable in a second.
Yes.
Vulnerability.
And honestly, I have never understood which agent composition is the best for map Haven, because there are three sides. You can have three sentinels to hold each and every side, or you can have three duelists to back up the sentinels that are being placed on each and every map. You need smokers. There are so many things, controllers, initiators, and it's so difficult to. I honestly, I've been playing for a long time and I have never known which agent composition for Haven is the best.
I believe that Heaven is more of an attack-based map altogether, as it has three sides, so it gives the attackers the momentum and the decision in their hands where they want to go, and if they get the picks. And for the defenders, it is very hard to distribute the power altogether on the three sides to defend it. It gets really tough because the rotation from A to C is really, really hard for the attackers. When you see that mid-market area,
We can see we have gotten to the agent select phase. Let's see how it is going.
see that there is a Reyna, a Sova, a Jet, and an Astra and Sage being selected. There are two duelists, one initiator, a sentinel, and a controller. And we have the side of Akri Pasta going with Reyna, Sage and Omen. There is one still not being able to decide. The hybrid is going in for that race. What do you think of this composition?
Well, Astra is being seen? Is that gonna be a thing right now? We have
It's
seen
going to be a
Astra being
meta.
lost. Wow,
I think
Merc is
this match
gonna be a very unpredictable right now, as what I can see.
Select
Yeah.
your agent.
it will be very hard for us to predict what kind of a gameplay are they going to go for with that Astra over there. But we can see the surprise from the side of Akripasta as well, as we see a Omen on their side. What do you say?
There are two smokers there, so there are two smokers, one sentinel and two duelists, which is a pretty good composition, but I've never understood having two smokers in a thing, so let's see what you can pull off.
Exactly. We are in for the match now, and let's see how it goes.
Well, it's
Merc
this
versus Akripasta.
let's
Here we are into the first bye phase, first round. Let's see who gets it, the attackers or the defenders. Who are you going to bet on? Sarah?
Well, I will have to wait for that decision until the first two rounds because I'll have to see how each and everyone plays because it's a very new thing to watch these teams because they have been recently come to such scrims and tournaments. So once I get to know how they're thinking, how they're gonna start their game, how they're gonna have the game sense, I guess I can comment after that. But if like I have to go very like on no basis, I would go for attacker side the Merc because they have Astra right now, which is gonna be very unpredictable.
Yes, the plays from Astra are going to be really, really unpredictable. And I guess they can see the push on A side, and the Omen is now going towards the
The attackers were
home
in
side,
A.
and we see. I think they faked it. They faked it all over again. Now they're rotating towards B, and I guess the defenders have spotted that, and they are also moving towards B. We see the Astra smoke coming in.
There's no one holding the site, which means it's a free entry for the attackers. I guess
We
they
see
had
the
already
Reyna.
decided for a retake.
Exactly, they are into their post-plant positions. The attackers are in the post-plant positions while we see the defenders contesting. We see a drone coming out from the Stova on the attacker side. He has successfully marked enemies. Now his team will wreak havoc, I guess. And the Sage is being spotted and she's being taken down. Oh no, it is the Sova that gets taken down.
Last player standing.
Still fight going on there, and the defenders win. And the spike gets diffused. Para, what do you have to say about this round?
For the start, I was totally believing that it is gonna be the attackers who are gonna win because they had a perfect entry, the perfect smokes. But I don't know what happened. Even Reyna, Merc, Exgon took the perfect first kill. But I don't know what happened, and then defenders started playing so well, getting those kills, getting those strays, and they did it so perfectly and got the round. I was
Exactly.
amazed
I
by
think
this.
that the push that was given by the attackers rather than going for the post plants was the problem. Now we see a push coming in. Para, tell us more about how it's going to go down.
Well, they have just rushed into the site
Spike
with no
down
master getting two important frags actually. We can see the plant going down and the boombot from the hybrid killing Merc A7X. We
The
can see
pasta is literally making it.
Akri Pasta has spotted properly where the enemies are and they're getting proper kills. It's a 1v4. The Sova has got proper kills. He's hiding. He's playing it slow. And he was still known where he is. And it was a very good kill by Time On. Akri Pasta are playing so well. They are retaking sides so well.
Yeah, Timon with that last kill was amazing. I think that 1+1 scheme has really worked out in the favor of our Creepasta, don't you think?
Yeah, true. I totally agree with you.
Now we see the attackers are going to be coming in with their buys, but they're not buying really heavy. They're buying very.
I
They want to
guess
build their
that's a
economy,
very
I think.
that's a very smart play by Merc because they know that the defenders are gonna be on their light buys and nobody's gonna drop their previous buys and gonna take Vandals or Phantoms. So even they
Oh, did you see
thought
the jet
that,
jump?
no, I missed it. What? Can you please tell me what was that?
Jet just jumped
Oh,
from the mid area, the mid top, and then she updrafted
peaked.
towards the mid area, mid market area.
Yeah, I saw that right now. That was just to collect information. She did collect information, but then she was shot at. She was taken down. That was a really
I
sad
think
thing.
that this stage ball play at mid is deterring the defenders the attackers right now.
That mid wall which I have played is a very important wall at the mid because there are, if you, what I have used that for is there are people who push mid from the mid top. They try to take an entry to the tree, and I use that place to get the skills. That wall is very important because that stops each and every mid push, and you get each and every
They
information from the mid
just
top.
got saved. Farah Sage just got saved from that shock dart that was bang
30
on
seconds
her
left.
face.
Those shock
Do you
darts can
think she'll be a
cost a
battle
lot of health.
sage?
Sorry, come again.
I'm saying, do you think she will be a battle sage like our last match?
Well, you can never ever predict about how a sage plays because if it's exactly
10
upon
seconds
how you have used her, how you have used her from the start. See, she's making those exact battle sage walls, but she's not using it currently. They're backing out. The attackers are backing out. They were denied each and every site intakes of the sites. They saved their
Exactly,
eco because
and
they
they
have not
saved their
them right
buys.
now. Yeah.
Now we see
Having a
the
battle
next.
stage is quite difficult is because it's basically how you have played it from the start. People take sentinels as a sentinel and don't use her to the full capacity, and then you just end up playing as sentinel, staying at the back, healing and reviving. So
Counting
it's
the
basically a
spike. Yeah, the
help.
general.
Yeah. But once you
And we
get to
pop
see,
into the round.
yes, now there's a 3-0 score with defenders having the 3-score lead and attackers still at 0 points. They haven't gotten any of their rounds yet.
Attackers steadily pushing into the B area.
The attackers
They
have
are
gotten,
going into the.
they have gotten the entry. Deku getting aggressive and getting those kills is so ultimate. That Jet ultimate is so amazing with Reina popping out her ultimate.
What do you think? This Reina is going to give a show, but her show was stopped by the Jet ultimate. Ultimate versus ultimate, but the Jet wins and the Jet is grounded now. Astra sees Raze, but Raze's boombot deters Astra, making her low on health. While Raze is
So
still in the
that
mid
boom,
market area.
the boom bot damages a lot if it hits that player. If it's not broken in time, it's a game over. That was a
And
really nice
actually,
try. With
game
defenders,
actually was over.
it was a really nice try by the defender Race. The hybrid tried really well.
You were right. We tried a lot, but we couldn't see that kind of a. We couldn't see him closing out the round for his team. But now that we see going into the next round, it is a 3-1 for the attackers.
I guess this 1 point is gonna be a good momentum for the attackers to start getting those frags, start getting those trades, and start at the end getting those rounds.
Tell me more more about how do you feel this Astra is playing? Is she playing more? Is she really playing the controller role, or is she playing the battle role? Sure.
Well, if we go according to the score, she's getting those kills, she's playing well. But when it comes to abilities, all I have seen currently is getting those smokes. She's only being used using her smokes. Not all of her abilities being used. So I guess she's only being doing the smokers part and not the main Astra abilities, which she's been introduced for, those pulling in and the concussion, which is actually amazing to
Yes.
see. She has all the stars right now, if you can see.
Yes, she has all her stars placed as well. I guess she'll be placing just them in just a short while we resume the timer. There's technical pause that has been
There's a
taken by the
technical pause,
players,
yes.
ping issues. So tell me
And
more about how do you like to play with, if you were to play with Astra, how would you like to control the map?
I have played Astra quite a lot but only in unrated, not in competitions, not the competitive matches. So as long as I've used her, I've used her on Icebox, and all I can say, she's very, very useful on Icebox. Placing those stars, you know where people can come, you can block their sides, you can use the pulling in and those concussion, and it is very, very useful. I can see the Astra placing her stars at A side.
Launching smoke.
And your wish just came true. She just conquered and tried to conquest. We were not able to see if that was fulfilled or not. We see the attackers being pushing towards the A main area. Nobody really
She
contesting
took out the stars.
their
She
play.
took the stars back. I guess they're not committing there. We can see a sage wall to block the tree side. The jet dash was unsuccessful, but she still got the kill somehow. We can see the attackers have taken the side. They have taken the A side. They're gonna be planting soon. Mork is getting kills after kills. They are exactly at the same position. We can see Hybrid has taken the kill. It's a 1v2. It's still a possibility
Pretty
that he can clutch.
doable thing.
It's still doable. That was a really nice try by the Hybrid. The attacker still got the round. Defenders tried really well to defend, but Mork were too powerful and too good, too aggressive, and they got the site and the round.
Was so true on that. But do you think that save in the time of eco was a good decision with their economy flourishing? The attackers' economy is really flourishing right now. Do you think that benefited them a lot?
It should benefit them because they have been winning 2 rounds consecutively, which means the defenders have been low on their eco, which is very well thought by and very well known by the attackers, and I hope they take advantage of that thing.
Yes, and now we see the mid area is what the attackers are looking at. Looking at the A shot area, the stage, Reina, and Ted has just abrupted to look over the mid market pizza area to know what is and relay some information to her team. What do you think is going to happen in this game? This round particularly.
Well, I can see that the attackers have taken. What was that nade? Hybrid had a perfect nade.
And we see a Ray's ultimate coming through. She is there. She
Ray
just
has got 2k from that.
One enemy remaining.
He is a Bayana. A mad Bayana play coming out from the Rays right
The hybrid is
there.
getting those perfect
And
kills.
what do you have to say about this?
पार्टी में मत बोलना.
Well, it was a perfect play done by the defenders, getting them the round. And I hope that they keep doing this because their eco was hurting a lot, and now getting this round might get them a benefit because seeing their eco, they have a minimum amount that will help them from getting through the next round if by chance they lose this round.
You're right. Let's just hop into the round. The attackers are contesting for A side this time. They are going in for a very steady push. The Jet dashes in. The Reina throws in her Leer. But we see the attackers flourishing on A side. We see the defenders also coming in. Do you think it is a wise move from the defender's side to push in such a way? Oh, we see a Sage revive coming in. And a Brim ultimate, so beautifully used, and the Brim gets a kill as well. We see the trades constantly going on the board. Astra takes down Reina, Reina takes... And now we see there is a 1v4 fight for the attackers. And the defenders have successfully defended their side. Their home is theirs. The diffuse comes in. What do you have to say about
Defenders,
this? It was a
defenders are
flawless
playing
diffuse.
so
I thought
well.
at first
They are playing it so well. They are getting those kills. Hybrid is constantly getting those 3Ks, helping the team with the kills and the diffuse, getting the sides, everything. The hybrid is giving the perfect nade at the perfect place where the enemy can be. I don't know if that is
Exactly.
like the knowledge that the teammates are giving the calls, or he has those assumptions that the player is already there, but it's just perfect. That's all I can say.
yeah, the game sense is coming out to be very beautiful on the side of Merc. Just they hold before they push. The Jet completely using all her abilities to the best use, taking that Vandal on that opportunity, blocking out Omen and taking her kill over there. This is a complete misuse of the agent.
Wow.
Oh my god, we just witnessed a flawless round. What do you have to say about this?
Attackers are just getting those kills. They're just going in, and it feels like the opponents, the defenders are just coming into their crosshair. They're just getting those heads, those kills constantly. As soon as they enter, they're getting at least one kill. They're not giving any opportunity for the defenders to even react.
Attacker Jet is so flawless in using her abilities, don't you think?
Yeah, the kill by
She
Jet on
is
Omen
using
was
those
so
up
perfect.
drops, using those.
The smokes, it is so perfect.
The attackers are no less than perfect, taking mid area all over again. Jet pushing in towards A shot. This is going to be a steady play. No, and the Raze knows now. She's holding the trigger discipline, might cost the round. And the Jet has again used her dash to get out of that pickle situation. All the ramp area has been smoked off. And here we see the Astra ultimate coming into play. Do you think the Astra ultimate will get them to the round with the disadvantage of players?
Well, the Astra wall is
Para.
very important, is because she can block each and every ability coming through
Player
that part.
standing.
But
Spike
there is no
down
cover
A.
from the team Sage. There was no plant initiated, which gave the defenders a lot of time to attack on them.
30 seconds left.
What was
I
that
think
spray from the defender, Omen?
it was a long range accurate spray coming in from the Omen right there. And we see, like, is it the disadvantage, the player disadvantage that was at the side of attackers that helped the defenders take it back from them? You see this, you observe this, that all the time when the attackers are alive, at least 2 or 3 players, then they win.
Yeah, it's a proper combination of perfect
When
calls, perfect trades.
yes, the attackers really need to stay alive for that post-plant situation, don't you think?
Definitely, those positions are so important because you know that the the defenders are gonna come. If it's a retake thing, they're gonna come. They're gonna check every angle, check everywhere, and like
And
try
we see
to
the Jet
take
pushing
each and
in.
every trade.
But such an unfortunate death for her. She dies from the boom bot. And we see the Sova ultimate from the attacker side being popped up. But it sadly gets killed.
Last player standing.
The defenders are on fire. They are literally on fire. How are they even doing this? Those retakes are so amazing. So amazing.
Not
They,
giving the time to take the post plant positions. That's the case, I
exactly.
think.
I mean, they are just so clean with it, so perfect with it.
Yes, Para, that is the thing that the post plant positions that should be held by the attackers are never coming in. We see them faltering after the plant, falling apart like a flower, a wilted flower, literally. See the defenders being deciding the space of the map. We see the Abi area being taken by Reina. You think this will help them, but the jet is down. A player disadvantage for both the sides is here.
Well, they've gotten the plant, which is a really good thing for now because that is them settling down for at least the plant money. They have to play it so well. This position is not so good for Sage. They need to play it really very cautiously.
Age is all over again giving the voice cues, but she's still not seen. Maybe she can be the game changer over here. What do you say?
She was taken
No.
out. The spray was not controlled properly by the Sage. A very nice
Exactly.
try, but they could not get themselves the round.
Last round in the half.
So true, Para. We know that mechanical skills for the guns are really important. They can go blazing, but only in the right hand. That uncontrolled spray was just like a wild animal right there. But it did not wreak havoc. That was controlled.
It would have been devastating for the attackers and the
Yes, she
defenders.
had them in that
That was she
was
had a
her
very good
placement, but
position,
she
which
was
was
not
not
able to control
checked.
the recoil.
Scanning ahead. There they
So
are.
true, so
We
true
can
that this position was not checked.
Get out of my way.
we can see Merc, the Astra, is using an operator on the attacker side. I have no idea how she's gonna use it, but it is gonna be a sight to be watched.
Exactly. But here we go. The disadvantage has again fallen on the side of the attackers. Not helping them. But there are fair trades coming out of the charts. Do
It's
you
a
think
3v3 right now. Brim uses ultimate, not doing any damage currently. Omen has smoked under heaven. He spotted Reyna but could not do anything because he could not control his spray.
Katrina with that Vandal and her ultimate?
Player
You
standing.
think she can clutch this out?
Well, it's
Quick
a Reyna
dismissal
and an
comes from
ultimate.
her and
Oh,
she
and a
did it.
clash. That joyous
Final
line that she
round.
did right now.
Finally, they had all their players alive and they could clutch this round out because they could get in their post plant position. Do you think
Yes.
this map is getting more and more defense oriented with these teams? Like, do you think they will be able to come back on the defense?
Well, we saw a very good defense done by Akri Pasta, and we can see Astra, who is now she's a controller, which means she can be really good at defense. Let's see if she puts her abilities to a good use, giving her teammates those proper time, proper opportunity to attack, to get those kills, get those trades. If Astra plays it right, it's gonna be a really good thing for the defenders right now.
That is what we would be looking forward at right now.
I
But they were not able to get a good half on the attacking side. Let's hope for the best on the defense.
As we have gone into a tactical pause, would you like to tell us more about LFG India?
Yes, so LFG India is our sponsor for this Scrims, and it is a website where people and gamers especially will get a platform to build a community. LFG is trying to build a community of gamers. And yet they are also trying to develop an app where the gamers can register, build a community, and build those synergies and find teammates for themselves, which is a pretty hard task, as you and I might know. It gets really hard. But now we pop into the round all together. But do hit the like and subscribe button if you like our stream and our casting, that is. And we see the Jet updrafting to get some mid information, but it is a straight B push. And the Sage takes down the Astra. The defenders are not able to hold their ground. The attackers easily take the B side. The rotations are coming in. Let's see what
The
happens.
jet,
Only
the
the
jet failed
Sage.
to dash in, which was a very unfortunate thing for the defenders because she got killed by the attackers.
So can she do a 1v4? To be a sight to behold, but I think she would hold it till the last moment. And here she is, contesting in for the kills at least, but the Brim spots her and gets her as well. Puts her to sleep. It's time to
She
get
tried
rest.
her best. She tried her best.
A duty she was relieved from her duty that time.
Ah. We can see
How this round goes for
the defenders are posting right now. If you see the loadout, they're posting. We can see Reyna going for the Bulldog. We can see Sage going with the Spectre and the Sova going with the Bucky.
Or Deagle from their side as well. The Jet has switched to a Deagle. We see they are heavily guarding the A side, but the push is on the B side. This is going to be so menacing when they want to defend it with their allies. But the Reyna gets the first blood over here. She gets spotted and taken down. The B side is all clear for the attackers now. This is getting daunting, a task which is very daunting, point by point. Every ticking second counts now. The attackers are holding their ground. Defenders are not dying out easily, but the attackers will take them down. What do you think is going wrong on the side of Merc? What do you think?
I guess
Force was not a right decision. Now they have to go for the light buys. What do you think is going through their heads right now? Have they completely lost their mental, completely the mental space, or are they not able to cope up with the round loss? They don't want any more round loss. What is it that they are thinking about right now?
I guess they forced because they didn't want to lose any rounds because it was a score of 9-4, which means if the attackers get the double digit, they would have to suffer. And that is exactly what happened. The attackers got into double digit, and now it's gonna be very, very costly for the defenders to get up.
True, but here we see the defenders taking man advantage in their hats, and we see every attacker falling apart, and there goes the last person.
Deku is just on fire now. I guess he's gotten his momentum that he needed. He took a 4K for his team.
Yes. Jet is playing her best abilities. We saw her in the attacking rounds, and we are seeing her in the defending rounds now as well. She's playing the role of her duelist pretty greatly. And we see operator buy coming in from the attackers. Do you think it is a good thing for the economies?
Well,
They already
it's
have a faltering
a,
one.
it's a sentinel who has taken the
He's
operator. Whoa, what was that? That was some insane shot taken by Sage. Yeah, and that's the second shot. Sage is just
Spike
amazing on
down
that
B.
operator.
One
A
enemy
sentinel on
remaining.
an operator. I guess she's gonna save right now.
I don't think she would go for the save. She is going to keep her crosshair placed on the
Spike
city
planted.
area where I think the rotation is coming in from.
Well, Sage is
Obviously,
gonna
we
come
know
right
that, but
into the
she
pin
does
there.
not.
He missed
Oh,
that
she misses
shot.
the shot.
Oh,
And there we go. Second
but
time, being the charm.
Thanks.
3 kills in the bag of Sage with that operator. I think that was a pretty ballsy move, but it worked out in their favor. Para, what do you think?
perfectly. Sage getting those kills was just insane. Those kills were so insane with an operator. Attackers are just going
Now the Merc
crazy,
is saying that if you get an operator, we are nowhere behind you. We are coming right at you.
and they
And
are showing it that if like defenders can op, so can attackers.
that's so true. Taking out the op from the attacker's hand. The Reina
You will not
killing the
kill my
Reina, and we see the Reina going in for the revive. The Reina has been revived, popped back into the server, but all the defenders are holding their angles perfectly. There's a push coming in, but the
They are
Raze is camping B. He is holding B down. And the A side has been contested, and here we go. A series of trades coming out. Attackers are being torn apart. And we just have the hybrid now on the side of attackers being
30
alive.
seconds left.
What do you think Oblivion is hybrid gonna use his ultimate and maybe clutch the round?
Ew. Blaze is going to slowly and steadily first monitor the side. If she catches anybody off guard, she would try to take the trade, but not waste the ultimate,
10
as I
seconds left.
think. But she has nothing to lose except her life.
Deku again getting that 4K for his team.
Forming as a jet, zooming in as a jet. But I would love to see the operator on the jet's hands. Suits well there. What do you think?
Well, Jet with an operator has always been flawless. If a Jet uses an operator, it has to be a sight to be watched.
That's true. That's so true. But I think that defenders feel it in their bones that the push is going to be the B towards the B side, and they're walled off the B main entrance. Nobody to contest mid. All the players are bottleneck towards the side of B main, and the raise in shell comes in, and Sage is pushed back. Reina coming in with that lure. Astra has her op rat ready. And the shot goes off. First kill taken by the defenders. The man advantage in the side of defenders. This is not good for the attackers who are already lacking in their round. And there we see the breach ultimate coming in to clear the cubby angle and every other angle, but it doesn't help anyway. Para, the defenders are wrecking havoc, and they are going towards another flawless win.
This is gonna be a flawless win. It is Reina is very close to Astra, and I don't think Astra has any idea. Oh,
That's so unfortunate for the Astra to die like that. He hoped in on that operator. Now the Reyna has the operator in her hand, but the Jet has her Blade Storm ready and is going in for that kill. He
10
wants to
seconds
take
left.
down Reyna, but last blade from the Blade Storm.
They're
He
gonna let
doesn't
Reina
want.
save her operator.
Yes. Sadly, we move towards. Sadly for the attackers, we move towards the match point going in for this round. Let's see if the attackers are able to get another round on and under their belt. What do you think? Would they be able to do it?
Well, defenders are winning. They're playing it very well, very safe, very technical, very tactical. And if this keeps on going, I guess they're gonna have a great comeback.
So right, the Jet had the operator in her hand, but the attacking Sage took it right from her hand. And there we go. They're not going to let them have the match point. They're going to fight for it. And we see the Astra popping off her ultimate and Brim smalling that city area and the Reyna taking his kill altogether. We see the Boombot and the Pain Shell being thrown in by the Rays, but we see Reyna taking all the constant trades. Only one player left on the defender's side. You think the Sova can catch it? Sage has the operator ready and she goes in for the shot. And not going to let them have that victory
Match point.
that easily.
Need a drop.
This is now we enter to the match point. If the attackers win this, the match is theirs. This map is taken by them. What do you think, Oblivion? Who is gonna take this map? Do you think the defenders are gonna have a comeback? Because there is still a chance for a comeback. Or do you think it is gonna be attackers who is gonna take this map?
I think Merc need to really up their game if they want to stay in this battle. This match point has been secured by Pasta, and the stage goes off with that operator shot. But the fields have been leveled all over again. No man advantage. I take my words back as the stage has just
I guess
using her.
You'll have to keep your word again because there is again a man advantage. We get a proper trade. This Astra did that perfect pulling in, but she could not get a kill on that. She could not capitalize on that pulling in, or that would have been a free kill for her.
Age misses her shot, but is also affected by the Brim Molly. Let's see who gets this. Would any of them be able to do it? But sadly, it is not happening. The attackers are not taking any of it. They will not let their victory go from their clutches. And the round has been taken. The Reyna ultimate could not really do anything except take out that stage. And we see the Jet top fragging in this
Good
match.
game, guys. Good game.
Finally.
Good game. Good.
Deku did it. Deku, even though he was top fragging, his team couldn't
What
win.
was your rank?
Which means there was some problem
Guys, what
from
was
his
it?
team
What was your
side,
rank?
maybe the communication problem, but they played really well. It was a good fight put up by both the teams.
That's so true. That's so true. But let's not dishearten ourselves as it's a pure and sheer display of sportsmanship by both the teams. As they write GGWP, good game, well played in the chat before signing off and taking off. So what do you have to say about this match?
Indeed. It was very well played. Akri Pasta won, and I guess it was very well deserved by them.
Yes, Akri Pasta took all of them by surprise. Like literally took every ounce and built every ounce of that victory, frag by frag. We see that the board is equally distributed with kills over there for Akri Pasta, while we see there is a steady decline in the kills of Earth. You think that only a jet main or a duelist, for that matter, fragging can help a team, or do you think it should be like, I believe it should be a collective teamwork, but heavily depending on your duelist for those crucial frags or taking out those clutch rounds? Do you think that's really important?
I mean, the role of a duelist is to get those frags, those entry frags, which will let your team get into sights or get those important kills. But always depending on the duelist, thinking that he's the one who is supposed to get his entry is gonna be wrong, because your team needs to give you support from every way possible: smoking, giving those blinds, giving those cover, making those walls for the entry. Every character has those important roles that they need to play for an entry fragger to get that entry frag. It's not just the duelist who's gonna blindly get into the site and gonna get those kills, because there's too many sites, too many angles to be watched by the duelist, and he can't do everything at once.
True, that's so true. Before we sign off today, let's just thank our sponsors once again. LFGIndia, who sponsoring these scrims that are going on live daily. Do make sure that you follow their Instagram handle and also visit their website, and links will be in this description. And don't forget to like and subscribe the stream right now. And Gaming Goblet is streaming these scrims almost daily, so subscribe, hit that
Like,
subscribe
share,
button
and
down
subscribe
there.
button. And don't forget to press the bell icon too to get each and every notification.
Yeah, and if you would like to hear mine and Para's voice every day.
We are not
Para,
that annoying.
yeah. But let's discuss more about the two maps that we saw today. One was Split and the other one was the Ascent. What do you think? Like, if you were to choose, which one was your favorite game? Who took it pretty close? Where could you see that it was a phenomenal job? You could see the perfect synergy in the team. It could even be the losing side, of course.
If I were to choose a map, it would have been the Split map where IND Devils and Team Valiant played. That was a really interesting match for me, because that map was used with full of utilities, those aggressive plays, it was just insane getting those kills, watching them aggressively push. I loved it. I loved Team Valiant just play. It was for me, it was just Team Valiant.
Yeah, Team Valiant for me too, because they were going in with like mad pushes, and that Bayana did the job beautifully.
Oh, that was so well.
That was amazing. Like, literally, you see that race going off again and again, the bomb bots doing their job, paint shells dealing their damage. That was amazing, a sight to behold. But I do feel sad about our Jet.
Yeah.
I really feel really bad about her and how she will.
Kurama, yes. I remember Kurama being AFK, and that was really sad thing. But have you noticed that in all those teams, whoever played, for every team there was this Jet who was top fragging and getting those entry frags, and even like any kind of first bloods. Did you notice that?
True. Yeah, I did notice, but the stages were insanely well as well. We have to give it to them as well. Coming off with those operators, they were doing greatly. Like, last attackers, the last match we watched, that they brought out the operator and did so well. They were at a deficit. Before switching this side, the attackers. That was Merc, was on a deficit of rounds, but they capitalized on 3 rounds. And they were hurting the buys of Akhri Pasta, but that crucial decision that the Sage took to take out that operator in that round was so insane, don't you think?
Definitely, taking out an operator is a tough task and a very important task, because operator on anyone's hand, especially Jet, is like it's a round lost.
That's so true. But the Sage did insanely well on the operator as well over here. We did not see the jet action with the operator, but what we did see was the blade storms blazing in from the jet.
Is Jets and Reyna had taking those fights, those 1v1s, and those were amazing. Those were Jet ultimates versus Reyna ultimates, Rey's ultimates too, and they were just insane.
That's so true, Para. That's so true. We had an amazing time casting these matches. We hope you also had an amazing time watching this,
It
our
it
beautiful
was just
audience.
amazing watching those games, having getting to cast with you. It was just amazing. I loved it immensely.
It's such a beautiful. That's such a beautiful compliment. But I don't know how to take them pretty well. But I think I did a good job. If I have
You
to
did.
say that.
I loved enjoying. I just loved talking to you. It was just fun. I would really love to have more of this casting with you, and I would love to see more of these matches that are gonna come. More of the scrims, more of the tournaments, more of these new faces. I'm just gonna love it, and I hope that I get the opportunity to cast it with you and get the opportunity to even observe.
So beautiful. That's such a beautiful compliment coming from your side, Para. But let's not forget to thank MadCoOkie and Rift who brought us together. We are never going to forget them.
Definitely.
We have to give them the due credit they deserve. And can we have them join in with us? This is a question that I would like to ask them. Okay? Can you
Maybe if they're watching the stream
Yeah,
or if they're
guys.
with us, I would like them to talk.
Hi Cookie, how are you doing? How did you feel about the matches? Did you have a fun
Great. I
time?
think both the teams that joined into the rounds were extremely great. They did a tremendous job. They competed with good spirit, and I think they did an amazing job with competing with each other. I think that's the kind of gameplay we want on Gaming Goblet, and this is an opportunity that we are looking forward in the future to. Especially the sponsorship that we recently got from LFGIndia is helping us out with a lot of things right now. It's helping us out to give the platform that these players need. So I think that's great. And you two guys were extremely good. The casting was well done. We enjoyed it all. And I hope this will continue for our channel in the coming days.
Just don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's sign off for the day.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Bye. Take care, everybody, and do tune in to Gaming Goblet for more content.